Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today is going to be the video that I've been promising everybody that I was going to do. This is my skincare routine involving Tretinoin. This is going to be my morning routine, my evening routine. We're going to go through the products I use, the order that I use them, and also the benefits that they're going to give. Now, if you haven't seen my original video on Tretinoin, I highly recommend that you go and watch that one first. It will tell you the benefits of Tretinoin and vitamin A derived products, and it will also tell you some of the side effects and how to avoid them. So I will link that up here for you, and I will also link it in the description box below if you want to watch that a little bit later on. I have also done a video on these 6 main elements of skincare that will be really beneficial for you to get into your skincare routine if you want really youthful, bouncy, beautiful looking skin. I will also link that up here for you and in the description box below. But let's get on with this video today. We're going to go straight into the morning routine. Okay, so before I go any further, if you are new here, hi, I upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 PM London time. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Now, morning routine. This is a really simplified morning routine. So first thing in the morning, I will cleanse my face with the Oil Obsessed Total Cleansing Oil from Bare Minerals. I absolutely love this product, talked about it so much on my channel. If you haven't seen my Are You Doing It Right cleansing oil video, I will link that up here for you. I had so many people contact me after I did that video saying, oh my goodness, I was doing it wrong and now I'm doing it right. My skin feels so much cleaner and so much softer, and I'm not getting breakouts anymore when I use a cleansing oil. I will also link that in the description box below so you can watch that a little bit later on. You don't have to use this one from Bare Minerals. You can use any cleansing oil whatsoever, but I love to use a cleansing oil both morning and evening. And no, I don't use a toner afterwards. So many people are actually really surprised that I don't use a toner. In my opinion, I just think toners are a little bit of a gimmick. You won't have any of the product left on your skin if you do it correctly. So it's not actually necessary to use a toner. If you want to use one, you can do, but I personally don't. So the next step on my morning routine would be to apply my niacinamide and my buffet from The Ordinary. If you are a regular to my channel, you will be bored of hearing me go on about these products. I absolutely love them. They were in my expensive high-end video, and they were also in my skincare on a budget video. These are absolutely amazing products. So I'm first going to apply my niacinamide to the palm of my hand. 1, 2, 3 drops of the niacinamide, and then I make a little cocktail in my hand with the buffet from The Ordinary. I might mix a little bit of matrixyl in there as well, so 3 lots of buffet. And go on, we might as well. Let's do a little bit of matrixyl as well, which is another peptide, really quite potent peptide. I'll just put 2 drops of that in there. So then I apply this all over the skin. I would apply this to the forehead. I'd apply this over my eye area, all over the cheeks, chin, nose, and down the neck. And also don't miss out the bottom of the neck and the chest. Now, what does this actually help with? So niacinamide helps to firm the skin. It will also repair the skin's defensive barrier, which tends to get damaged quite a lot from the use of AHAs, BHAs, any exfoliating scrubs. Any sort of active ingredient that we're using does tend to hinder the defensive barrier of the skin, and niacinamide will help to protect that and also repair that. So niacinamide will also minimize redness. It will also reduce any inflammation that you've got on your skin. Great for acne or eczema sufferers. It will also regulate oil production in the skin, which is why it is also great for anybody who suffers with acne. If you have dry skin, you can still use this though. I do have dry skin. This will regulate oil production. It doesn't stop oil production, so it will make sure that you are having the right amount of oil production in your skin. It's an absolutely immense product. I absolutely love it. This will also treat hyperpigmentation. It will protect against sun damage. It's also an antioxidant, so it will do all the things that antioxidants do, protect against pollution and any toxins in the air, and it will minimize fine lines and wrinkles. So absolutely great products. The Matrixyl and the Buffet are also peptides, so not an antioxidant, but these are peptides. These have really, really low irritation properties in there. So if you get irritation from things like vitamin C and other active ingredients, highly unlikely that you are going to get irritation from these. There are some people that Buffet does not agree with, but try it. These will increase your collagen production, which, you know, everybody wants, which will increase the suppleness and the firmness of your skin, and it will reduce any fine lines and wrinkles that you have on your skin. Now, after I've applied those products, I will apply my eye cream. And the eye cream that I like to use in the daytime is from Temple Spa. This is Windows of the Soul. It's actually quite expensive. I will link all the prices to these products in the description box below, but you need very, very little product. This feels like it's slightly silicone based, so it does have a lot of smoothing qualities in there as well. Okay, so the last part of the skincare routine, and the last part of anybody's skincare routine, should be SPF. Now, this is so important if you're using any active ingredients, not just tretinoin in the evening. If you're using any active ingredients whatsoever, you should be using a very high SPF in the daytime. Now, I am pretty anal with my SPF. I do like to measure it out with a little measuring spoon. This is a 1/4 teaspoon spoon, just to make sure that I am getting the correct amount on my face, which is 1 milligram per centimeter squared. Now, we're not going to all go out and measure our faces. That generally equates to a 1/4 teaspoon for the face, a 1/4 teaspoon for the top of the head, a 1/4 teaspoon for the back of the head, and a 1/4 teaspoon for the neck and the tops of the ears, which adds up to 1 full teaspoon for the entire head. Now, you know if you've got a large head, a large face surface area, or a relatively small face surface area. So just make sure that you increase the amount of SPF that you're actually putting on your skin, depending on how big you think your face is. So I am just going to use the generic amount. I have shaken up the product. The SPF that I'm actually using is by ROCHE-POSAY. This is their 50+ Anthelios XL Ultra Light. I love this. It features in the best SPF video that I did with my mum. If you haven't seen that already, again, I will link that up here and in the description box for you. I like to heap the teaspoon a little bit to make sure that I am getting enough product on my face, and pat that on the face evenly and try and distribute that evenly. Now, I'm not going to put this down the neck because that would be a further 1/4 teaspoon. I do try and apply this as close to the eye area as possible. This will sting your eyes if you get it in your eyes, so just be aware there. So that is it for my morning routine. Usually 4 products and then I'm out the door. Buffet, niacinamide mixed together. It's a great combination. They can be mixed, they can be applied to the skin in a cocktail without hindering absorption of either of the products. My eye cream is a must for me, and the SPF. Now, if I was to choose one product, if I was in a real rush and I really needed to be out the door quickly, this is a no-brainer. The SPF would go on every single time. If you are using tretinoin and you are not using a high SPF, you are cancelling out all the good that you are doing with the tretinoin by adding the sun damage on to your skin. Now, it's really, really, really important that we protect against sun damage regardless of whether we're using tretinoin or not. But tretinoin and any active ingredient will make your skin more sensitive to sun damage than ever before. So it's really, really important. And I know I bang on about this all the time and you're probably really bored of hearing it, but trying to look after you, everybody. I really am. And I feel very, very strongly about a high SPF protection. So I would always say an SPF of over 30 is essential. Okay, so let's move on to the evening routine. This is the bit that I've seriously pared down because I don't think it's important to apply product after product after product. When you are using the gold standard Tretinoin, I want Tretinoin to be the main part of my evening skincare routine. So this is going to be a really, really simple step in the evening. So the first thing that I would do was make sure my face was super clean and then super dry. Like I mentioned in my morning routine, I use the Bare Minerals Oil Obsessed Total Cleansing Oil. Then I make sure that my skin is seriously, seriously dry. Now this is really, really important. And after the first video that I did, I was getting comments from people that said that they actually apply their Tretinoin with a damp face and they don't have any side effects that I mentioned in that previous video. You are very, very lucky that you aren't getting any side effects if you are applying Tretinoin on a damp face. But also, you really want to make sure that you are applying the Tretinoin evenly and it's also absorbing into the skin evenly. Although you may think that you're doing your skin a favor by doing this, you're actually not, because you're hindering the absorption of the product by making it go deeper into the skin, which is not really what you want. Now, you will still get a lot of great benefits by applying it to a damp face, but you could also get a huge amount of irritation. So do what works for you, but if you haven't used Tretinoin before, I would really, really advise against applying it to a damp face. Always make sure that your skin is completely dry before you apply the product. Now, if you don't know where you're applying it to, please watch the video that I did before where I do draw on my face and look ridiculous, by the way. It's worth watching that video just for that process. Now, like I've said before, I do use Dermatica. I've been gifted this. It's an absolutely amazing, amazing company to use. £21.50 a month. And you will get a new vial of Tretinoin delivered through your letterbox every single month. Now, I use 2 pumps of the product. That is ample amount to use all over your face. Like I've said before, I do not apply this to the neck. So I press that into the skin where I want it. So I go down the nose, and then around the jawline. This sinks into the skin so quickly. But before I apply any other products to my skin, I make sure that that has sank in 100% because I want this part of my skincare routine in the evening to do its job without being hindered by other products. So after I've waited 5 or 10 minutes for my Tretinoin to sink in, I like to apply an eye cream. And the eye cream that I use of an evening is the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced. This is a beautiful eye cream. I really like the creams from No. 7. I think they're great value for money and they really do what they say they're going to do. So I like to just massage that into the fingertips a little bit and then press that underneath the eye area. I very rarely drag the skin at all, and I'm going to press that underneath the brow bone as well. Now, if you are experiencing any sort of irritation with the use of Tretinoin, maybe don't wait the 5 or 10 minutes that I did for the product to sink completely into the skin. This is when I would apply a moisturizing cream all over the face. Now, at the moment, I don't feel it's necessary for me to do that because my skin isn't overly dry and it's not irritated at all. But if it was, I would be reaching for the CeraVe moisturizing lotion for dry to very dry skin. The smallest amount, you don't need a full pump, and just press that over the skin. And then just massage that in with a very, very light hand. No dragging necessary. And I would actually take that down the neck as well. So that is it. 3 products maximum. Usually I only use the 2 products, so I'd use the Tretinoin and the eye cream. And if I need a little bit of further hydration and moisture, I would also use the CeraVe moisturizing lotion. However, every 10 days, I throw in something else to the mix. Now, I would not use Tretinoin on this day. So every 10 days, I do have a break from my Tretinoin. But other than that, I would use my Tretinoin every single day. I have worked up to this level though. If you are brand new to Tretinoin, I would highly advise that you do not use this every single day, maybe every 3 days to start off with, and then build up to using it every day. But every 10 days I do have a break from Tretinoin, and I would use the Ordinary's AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. I only do this every 10 days now. I used to do this every single week, but I only do it every 10 days now because the Tretinoin actually does have some exfoliating qualities and properties within the Tretinoin. So I don't feel it's necessary to exfoliate my skin as often as I did before. So I only use this every 10 days, and on that day, I do not use Tretinoin. Please don't use Tretinoin and any AHAs or BHAs on the same night, because you are just asking for irritation, itchiness, burning, and the peeling on the skin will be just too much for the skin to handle. You will actually damage the skin's protective barrier if you use these 2 products at the same time. So when I use this, I don't use my Tretinoin, but I will use my eye cream and I will use the moisturizing lotion if I feel like I need it. So that is it for my morning and evening skincare routine involving Tretinoin. I hope you found it helpful in some way. I hope that you've also found it slightly more affordable than some of my other skincare routine videos that I've done. I have seriously pared this down. It's not necessary to throw every single little bit of cash that you have into your skincare routine. There are products out there that do an absolutely amazing job on a budget. So the one product that I have spent money on is the product from Dermatica, which is around about £21.50 a month. But in my opinion, it is worth every single penny. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. I upload on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 PM London time, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.